Yo, how's it going, everybody? Ghost Flipping here. Hope you guys are doing very, very well. Today I've got two competitors that fall in the same price range. So we've got right here the Default from Thomas Balisong, and then we have the Teflon Vulp from Nabali. So I wanted to do a little comparison here to tell you guys which one I prefer. So I'm going to start with the Teflon Vulp for the sake of this video. So the Teflon Vulp runs for $75 on the Nabali's website, and I personally think the Teflon Vulp is a great flipper. Like, the sound is amazing. It has like a nice ring to it. Chaplains feel a lot better than the original Vulp, and overall, it's just a decent flipper. Now, one complaint I do have is the fans are a little wonky, but it's nothing horrible. It is something worth mentioning, though. But yeah, this thing definitely sounds great. And in terms of durability, it's all right. I've dropped it at quite a bit of times, and as you can see, the Teflon coating is coming off. But the actual tune itself has held up very, very well, so that's really cool to see, especially in this price range. So yeah, this thing's pretty epic. It comes in black and white as of right now, but I am pretty sure that they are going to be adding more colors in the future, but for now we have black and white. So yeah, that's the Teflon Vulp. It's a great flipper. Now to its competitor, which is $68.99, so $70, about $5 cheaper, you can get this. So this is the Default from Thomas Balisong. So this is one of three colorways. It comes in this colorway, the black. It comes in a jade green, and then it comes in a white carbon fiber, which is $70, which is obviously a little bit more. But check this out. Oh, sorry. The white carbon fiber is $80. My fault. But yeah. So if you guys want to get this colorway, though, this one goes for $70 or $68.99, whatever you want to say. And it flips very, very well. The sound, in my opinion, is actually better than the Teflon Vulp. Just in my opinion. Take that with a grain of salt. I feel like it's very subjective when it comes to sound. But I personally like the sound of this. I feel like it's lower tone than the Teflon Vulp. The Teflon Vulp's more high-pitched and ringy, while this one's a lot more lower tone and kind of thocky kind of sounding, if that makes any sense. Now, in terms of flipping, fans feel great. Chaplains are extremely comfortable and grippy on this guy. So, you know, you don't really have to worry about it, like, sliding out of your hand with, like, chaplain-based tricks. It does pretty much everything I want it to do very, very well. It doesn't feel like I'm, like, forcing it to do tricks. But with the Teflon Vulp, on certain tricks, especially with, like the palm fan and the rev palm fan, it just doesn't want to do it. I kind of have to like force it. But with something like the Default, which is actually cheaper, it does do those tricks a lot better, in my opinion. It doesn't feel like I'm forcing it to do it, you know what I mean? It wants to do it. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And especially because it is cheaper. Oh, I almost dropped it. Especially because it is cheaper, I just feel like it is a better bang for your buck. And compared to the Teflon Vulp. But one thing that you should be aware of is it does have very thick, blocky handles. I've mentioned this in some of my previous videos. But the handles are very, very thick. Now, if I compare that to the Teflon Vulp has kind of skinnier handles, but I can kind of give you like a little side-by-side. As you can see, a lot skinnier on the Teflon Vulp. But to me, I personally don't mind the thicker handles. I feel like it kind of gives it, you know, a nice sturdy feeling, and that might be what makes it sound so low tone, like the sound. I'm not sure, but overall it sounds great. Now, in terms of specs, this one is 7075 aluminum G10, runs on bushings, and the Teflon Vulp is 6061 aluminum, also runs on bushings and Teflon coated. So right off the bat, the Default already has better specs, right? Channel construction, and it's cheaper. So for me personally, if I had, you know, $75 to spend, I would personally pick up the Default over the Teflon Vulp. But again, that is just my personal opinion. I find myself enjoying the Default a lot more than the Teflon Vulp. But that doesn't mean I think the Teflon Vulp is bad. In fact, I think it's an excellent budget flipper. If you're looking for a well-performing budget Balisong, it ultimately does a decent job doing pretty much any trick I throw at it. But again, it does kind of feel a little wonky on the fans, and on certain tricks, it will just kind of slide out of my hands. Like for chaplains, for example, they're not like super slippery, but they're not super grippy either. So, yeah, that's something to keep into consideration. But if you are not a big fan of thicker handles and you like the thinner handle, kind of more high-pitched noise, right, then the Teflon Volt might be for you. Ultimately, I feel like it just kind of depends on what kind of, experience you prefer. They're both slightly handle biased, but to me, I got to give it to the default. My personal choice, but again, that doesn't mean it's better or worse than the Teflon Vulp. They're both really good flippers. I just feel like this one, especially in terms of like beating, it would also handle better because of the higher quality aluminum, and which is just overall just better, and it's cheaper as well. So yeah, that's pretty much my opinion on both of these guys. But let me know what you guys think about this down below. Let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, anything like that. I would be glad to answer them for you. But yeah, these are both really good ballast songs. This was a really close video. Yeah, that's pretty much all from me, guys. Hope you guys have a great day. Let me know what you guys think about this down below, and I will be seeing you in the next video. Peace out.